Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Jessica Jones Season 2, Episode 1, and I wanted to cover the first episode because I usually like doing that with the Netflix shows, usually the night it comes out. But honestly, I crashed. I tried staying up, but I wanted to enjoy the episode, so I decided to watch it in the afternoon. So I'm going to be covering this episode, and then watching the whole season, and then covering the season as a whole. That's, again, usually what I do with the Netflix shows. Now, Jessica Jones is one of my favorite shows, and definitely, by far, my favorite Marvel show. So, going into this, I was so pumped, because we've had to wait a while for this season. And with this episode, we pick up the pieces, obviously, of last season, what Jessica dealt with defeating Purple Man, and also somewhat dealing with her storyline in Defenders, or at least the idea that she's a hero slash vigilante, but she doesn't want to be, because she's ignoring her emotions. That's mostly what this episode is about, is ignoring her trauma, ignoring what happened to her, especially with our family. And Trish, on the other hand, is the complete opposite of Jessica, which makes her a really interesting foil, where she wants to be a superhero. She doesn't have the power, she doesn't have the PI skills, but she wants to help people in some way. And it looks like that's going to be her journey this season, of figuring out, how do I do that without superpowers? And also her saying, hey Jess, you gotta deal with your past, you gotta deal with your trauma. But in an interesting parallel, Trish also doesn't really deal with her past, because she pretends to be like Patsy, and obviously that's something that she tries to put behind. She doesn't want to really think about being Patsy on television, but at the same time she does embrace it here to try to help out Jessica, which was a fun scene to see that as her first appearance in season 2, so I enjoyed that. But yeah, it's a really interesting season that it looks like it's going to deal with trauma. And also, if you read the Jessica Jones comics, I like that they're kind of going a different way with Jessica's origins. Of course, the car accident is still there, but after that in the comics, they don't really explore how Jessica gets her abilities, just that, hey, she was in a car accident, something spilled on her, she has powers now. But I like that the show is delving a little bit more into it, because if you think about it, Jessica Jones doesn't have that many comic issues. So if you just follow the comics, it would be hard story-wise for a television show to have multiple seasons. So I am happy that they're kind of delving into their own storyline now and saying, hey, let's dig deeper into how Jessica got these powers and how she feels about that. And we really get that towards the end of the episode. And going back to trauma, I really like that the first season was dealing with, alright, Jessica has trauma, let's unravel that. Never really dealing with it though. There was no question of her drinking issues, just besides, hey, you know, Jessica has a drinking issue. Now, it's like, Jessica, you probably should deal with your drinking issues, which I like, that they are dealing with that. And Jessica really is starting to. She's seeing the ashes of her parents. She's saying, alright, I do have to deal with this head on in my own way. So she does that in the end of the episode. So overall, thought it was a really well done premiere episode for season 2. Honestly, I think it has a chance of being even better than season 1 after watching this episode. And just delving into not just Jessica, but her supporting cast as well. They set them up really well in that first season, and I'm glad that they're all kind of getting their own story, especially Jerry the lawyer, and of course Trish, who is pretty much the second main character of this show. And even seeing Malcolm trying to learn how to be an assistant and learning more about PI work. He's an interesting foil for Jessica as well. So overall, like I said, really enjoyed this. So looking forward to binging the rest of this show. And I have to say, with the recent Marvel shows, I've been like, alright, next episode, I guess. You know, it's not excitement. But for Jessica Jones, I'm like, next episode. And I haven't felt that with the Netflix show in a while, so I'm glad to see that. Or Netflix Marvel show. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links to my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.